Once a year, the entire tech industry drops everything and moves to one place. Prototypes, bold ideas, unfinished products, all of it headed to Las Vegas. I'm on my way to see which of these ideas are actually ready for the real world. This is CES, 4 days where the future is loud, crowded, and impossible to ignore. But behind the lights and announcements, only a few technologies are built to last. Let's go find them. CES is overwhelming. There's too much noise, too many promises, and not much time to slow down. So when I stop at a booth, it's usually because something feels different. Jackery caught my attention this year because they weren't pitching one product. They were showing how power fits into real situations. This is the Jackery booth at CES. Instead of lining products up on shelves, they're showing them as part of one system. Home backup, outdoor use, travel, job sites. Same need, just different environments. What I wanted to see was whether this was just a concept or something you'd actually use. My general test with power stations is simple. Can I trust it when things don't go perfectly? Because when power matters, convenience and reliability are more important than headline numbers. This is their essential home backup setup, built around the solar generator 3600 Plus. The idea is straightforward. Keep the important stuff running when the grid doesn't. Lights, fridge, internet, devices, without rewiring your house or planning weeks ahead. It's not flashy, but this is the kind of setup people only appreciate once they actually need it. This one is more unexpected. A solar gazebo paired with the 5000 Plus. You're outside anyway, and it's quietly collecting energy the whole time. It's one of those ideas that sounds odd, until you see how naturally it fits. And yes, the solar robot is real. It actually tracks sunlight to keep charging itself. This is very CES, but also strangely practical. Out of everything here, this is the unit I spent the most time with. The Jackery Explorer 1500 Ultra. Because on paper, it sits in a very crowded category, and that makes it harder to impress. What Jackery is clearly pushing here is durability. An IP65 rated shell with covered ports for dust and water. One thing I appreciate is that they're specific about the conditions. The protection works when the unit is off and properly sealed, not vague, water-resistant language. That tells me someone actually thought about how this gets used outside. In real terms, this is a 1.5 kilowatt-hour station with 1,800 watts of continuous output. It can handle short surges up to 3,600 watts. But what matters more is not choosing which device gets power. You plug things in, and it just works. This is where I was honestly surprised. For this capacity, it feels manageable. At about 17.5 kilograms, it's something you actually carry, not something you avoid moving. That directly affects how often you'll bring it along instead of leaving it at home. Charging time is another thing I pay attention to. On AC, it's roughly an hour and a half to full. With enough solar input, about 2.5 hours. That changes how you plan a day instead of waiting around for power. Inside is an LFP battery rated for thousands of cycles. That's long-term thinking, not disposable tech. And a 5-year warranty helps back that up. After walking the booth, the direction is pretty clear. Jackery is focusing on power you can move between situations without relearning how it works. And for me, the Explorer 1500 Ultra represents that idea best. If you want to dig deeper into the details, I'll leave more information in the description.